easy to want to lose weight, but hunger and cravings and exercise, they make it very difficult to execute. Well, our next guest says that it's possible to get rid of those obstacles and lose 3 to 7 pounds a week without starving yourself.
That's right. Dr. Kathleen Nash is back with us. She's going to tell us about the total transformation. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you guys doing this morning?
Very well. Great having you back.
You know what I find so interesting about you? You're a chiropractor.
Yes.
But you have started a weight loss program.
Yes. You know, the chiropractic, yeah, that's how I started, but the weight loss and the transformation has taken over the business so much. Maybe chiropractic is 1% of what I do now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just amazing how many people need this type of help because they just really don't know why their bodies won't do what they expected to do.
Well, you started this because you yourself...
Because my body wasn't doing what I expected it to do.
Exactly.
Yes.
With this, I mean, it happens to most of us. So tell us how you decided, you know what, I've got to make a change, and I'm going to help other people make this change.
Well, and my problem was I was trying to make the change since I was a child, so I was somebody who was fat their whole life. Yeah. And I would do everything that I thought I was supposed to do. I would eat less, I would move more, I would drink more water, and every time that I tried to lose weight, or if I would do a commercial program, it would always work, but it would always come right back. Yeah. And it would come back within just a couple of months. And
You'd reset back to that
same
way.
Yeah, and you know, and every time I would look for answers, I was always told that it was me, that it was my problem, that it was a willpower behavior thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing for me. I struggled with my weight too in college, and I thought if I really was strong enough and could resist eating,
I always blamed myself. I always blame myself, and if I looked for answers from other people, they were blaming me too. Yes. So in 2009, when I was a child, there weren't a lot of heavy people, but in 2009, when I started losing the weight for good, there's a lot of heavy people. And so everybody can't be lazy, and everybody can't be having behavior problems. And so when we started looking for real permanent answers, that's when we found these 5 total metabolic factors. So I went from a 22 to an 8, and that was 7 years ago, and I'm still there.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. So explain these metabolic factors. What are these?
Yeah, so the metabolic factors that we identified, if you don't fix these things and you have them, then your weight loss is always going to be temporary, and you're always going to have hunger and cravings and difficulty losing it in the first place. So the first one's toxicity that's built up in the body, particularly the fat cells in the liver. The second one is you're eating enough food, but it doesn't have any nutrition in it, so your body's actually undernourished. The third one is a big one because your brain gets used to the weight that you're at, and it gets a set point there. So we need to train the hypothalamus to get to the new weight. The fourth one is acidity, which causes and drives hunger and cravings. And then the last one is up to 8 different low or imbalanced hormones that if they're not regulated and they're not in balance, you're not going to lose the weight on a permanent basis. Wow. Yeah.
Yes, and everyone goes about trying to lose weight in a different way.
Sure.
But from your experience, if people don't address these 5 metabolic factors, what happens?
Usually what happens is they'll lose weight in the beginning, but it's primarily just water. Then they plateau often. They'll decrease their food even more. The weight stays the same, so now they'll decide they'll go to the gym and do activity. They work out really hard, but their body doesn't change. So it's not shrinking. They're not seeing any change in the fat. Now they're suddenly getting hungry. Now they're getting cravings all of the time, and within a few weeks they cave. Or if they can keep their willpower going strong, and they do get to some kind of a goal weight, as soon as they try to go back to anything that resembles normal eating, they gain the weight right back, and usually more.
Wow. So let's talk about your average client then. Joe Schmo coming in.
Yeah.
Taking care of business.
Sup, Joe?
Sup, Joe? How you doing? What is Joe's result going to be?
Joe's typical
average result.
Joe's typical average result, if it's Joe, he's going to lose probably 5 to 7 pounds on average per week.
What if it's Bobby?
If it's Josephine, she's probably going to lose 3 to 7 pounds on average per week.
Wow.
They don't get hungry, they don't have any cravings, and they usually don't have to exercise. Some will, but it'll be minimal. Wow. So, for example, one of the girls in my office, she's down now 40 pounds. She's lost 35 inches around her waist. I think she's only exercised 6 times.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Transformations.
Yeah.
And you have a special offer this morning for Morning Blend viewers.
I do. So normally if people come to see me and they want the evaluation, because I have to see if they qualify. If you don't have these metabolic factors, then I can't help you. So I have to see if you qualify. But if you do, normally it's $50. But if they mention they saw me on the Morning Blend, then I take it down to $19.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
But spots are limited, so
the number's there.
the number's there.
Got to move on.
Yes.
It's great having you.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Always good to be on the show.
Yes. Again, if you mention that you saw Dr. Nash on the Morning Blend, the standard consultation fee is only $19. It's normally $50. Dr. Nash's office is located on Horizon Ridge Parkway near Valley Verde in Henderson. For more information, give her office a call or check out her website.
There's a guy watching right now named Joe Schmo, and he's ready. He's
Oh,
ready to lose some weight.
I see another guy from Henderson over
Ah,
here.
there we go. Yeah, speaking of.